Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's been like, I don't know, 10 days? Either way, I don't care. We're gonna do another command block stuff, yay! But today is special. We're gonna do something that I call my specialty, or at least something I love a lot. Bosses! Yay! Wait, we have to do the... Uh, 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 uh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, bosses! That's what we're gonna do. Well, this one's about like how to spawn them, boss bars, a little bit of attacks, different types of how to randomize their attacks. Pretty much that. Yeah, we don't need to do more than that, or we can just detect if somebody died or not. Yeah, as well as that. Okay, so first things first, we need to summon our entity. Now we can either use Gamer Geeks, which is where is it? Gamer Geeks, yeah. Here it is. We can either use this where, yeah, put it to Java 1.21. Let's say I want my bot to be a Husk. No. This is going to be set to 1 because we don't want them to make our boss go into underwater. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. Custom name. I don't need that. We can just do a boss bar. But if we want to, let's just say Sun Husk. The health, let's just say 100. 100. Show the name or no? I'll just say no. Can pick up loot? No. All of the persistence required is important. Persistence required basically means even if you go a million blocks away, it doesn't despawn. On ground, I don't care about that. Has visual fire, sure. Silent because we don't want to hear like bleh. That's annoying. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's it. Oh yeah, tags we can do those manually because I don't know how they do it. Like, yeah, I'll just do that alone. Active effects, we don't care about that. No, oh yeah, items. No, let's say gold axe. Another gold axe. Wither skeleton skull. Netherite chest plate. Golden leggings. Golden boots. Isn't that the same thing? I don't question. I'm not gonna question it. Okay, and then attributes. First things first is max health. We said 100. That's 1000. Armor will just say he has enough. Attack damage will say 4. Oh yes, it's just called speed. And attribute is called movement speed. Even though it just does it, see? Yeah, movement speed. Actually, let me zoom in. There we go, that's better. The ads. We'll say 0.35. Yeah, I can do that, don't lie to me. Okay. We'll just copy this and put it in our command block. There we go. Now, if I do summon him, I have a texture pack. Now, if I get a totem and then another sword, just in case we don't want to die, obviously. Good achievement. Yeah. If I summon him, I did make it too low. Okay. Just say 25, and yeah, he's gone. There we go. This is our boss. If he hits me, yeah, you know. But if I take off my armor, that's a lot more damage than a golden axe should do. But he has 100 HP, as you can see. Simple enough. He has that Sun Husk name when we hover over him. Okay. Question is, how do we do the rest? First of all, I want to tag him. So tags. Also, if you don't like this, there's always a way to just not do that. We'll show it, but first let's talk about tags. We're gonna call him Sun Husk. Gonna give him second tag. Boss. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So now if I do slash kill at E tag equals boss, There we go, he's dead. But if you don't like this method for whatever reason, there's always another method. Also, yeah, I don't remember how to do the enchantments. I forgot. Okay, like that, yeah. I'll just throw that in. Okay, if you don't like this, you can always just do this. Obviously, I'm not saying it's impossible to do this. Like, for example, like components. I think it was like this, and then this you change for this. And let's now we'll just give him protection. Let's say 255. As you can see, are they not enchanted? Yeah, but he's not taking any damage. They're enchanted though. I think it's just because of this. Yeah, see, they're enchanted, but now if I attack him, you can always just do that, like, with a big line. I don't like that. I don't. It just clutters up the place, you know? I don't like to do this, because just protection and then add this, add this, add this, nah. I don't like it. Instead, what I like doing is just summon him. Yeah, we're just gonna remove all of this. See how much cleaner it is? And then, after that, I'll just do slash I'm replace entity at e tag equals sun husk. Let's say they head with a wither skeleton skull. See what I mean? This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I like doing. Of course, not every single time. Sometimes I just prefer the other one, which is just to give them enchants or whatever is there. But yeah, a chest plate. And for the leggings, we're gonna do golden leggings. Now for this, we're gonna do feet. Golden boots. Now weapon main hand. Golden axe. Copy this. Change this to offhand. And there we go. Same result, just different how you do it. It's just what I prefer. I mean, you can always do this one, but if you're too lazy to do armor items, hand items, and then add the components, you can always just do this. Okay, let me delete all of this. Now, what if we want to give him custom attacks? Because right now he's just a zombie. That's not really that fun. This is where we use everything we learned from before. Play sound, particles, and slash damage. If I taught that, I don't remember. Did I teach slash damage? I don't think so. I mean, slash damage is as simple as just slash damage, whoever you want, and then one, and then type of damage. Simple as that, but yeah. Anywho, let's give him an attack. The first method we're gonna talk about is redstone repeaters, or redstone timers, I guess. The instead of using hoppers and then items switching between them and then observing whatnot, we're just gonna use redstone repeaters. We're gonna place it like this. So this is all one line, and then this is all one line. Redstone block, redstone dust like this. And then lever. Yeah, now it's just gonna repeat. Now, if I do this, I skip, I repeat, diamond. Or slash say 1. Slash say 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. And then if we just, yeah, that's basically it. And if you want to separate it, like for example, before the one, I wanted to say something specific. All I have to do is follow this input. See what I mean? Yeah. And then I think it was like this, you know. And just do no. Just like this, I think. I don't remember honestly. Oh no, this is not the method. This is not the method. Anyways, you get what I mean. This is vortex, 4 times 6, and then so 24, and another 24. That's 48 ticks. That's 48 ticks is 2 seconds and a half. No, yeah, no. 40 ticks and a half. So 2.5 basically. I mean, I can also do it with my timer. Let's see. Wait, no, I counted wrong. It's 4 seconds. I don't know. Isn't it this 4 ticks? I don't know, honestly. At this point, I'm baffled. This is not 4 ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4. 4 times 6. I'll also pull out my calculator just in case. So 6 times 4. 24. And this is not 24. 48. I think redstone just works differently. Anyways. Yeah. See what I mean? So now all we have to do is just do it on the sun husk. So slash execute as at e tag equals sun husk. Did I do it too capital? I should have used camel case maybe. Camel case is basically instead of sun husk. The first one is always not capitalized, and then the second one is always capitalized, and then the rest, and the rest. At s run particle. Let's just say glow, for example. Yeah, glow. At his position, let's say 1.5. We've spoken about all of this, so I don't need to really explain it. And another one above it. Let's just say it makes a play sound. Camel dash master at all. Just say 1 and 2. No, 0.5. 0.5. And then we can give run effect give at s speed. Let's say 1, 2. And that's speed 3. Now, if I summon the guy and activate this, and now if we fight him, I need to give myself golden apples. There we go, yeah. See if I fight him. He's gonna dash, I guess. We'll increase it to 5. Yeah, see now he's actually fast. The whole idea about bosses is to make a formidable foe that isn't like regular enemies. You know what I mean? In my opinion, a formidable enemy is almost like a boss, but it's considered an enemy. That's a mini boss. There we go, he's dead. Oh yeah, we can always just make the death table -1. That's through MC Stacker. You'll find it. I'm too lazy to get it. Actually, no, we'll get it and spoil a bit of Odyssey because why not? Where was I even in Odyssey? Yeah. So we can just go to any one of these. Yeah. That's stable. Oh yeah, I'll just copy all. I'll just copy all of these actually. There we go. Now, since we have that, I suppose we can always just put it here. We already have this one. We already have this one. There we go. Can break doors, no. Can pick up loot, no. And then death loot table is 0. So, I'll also put it here. There we go. Yeah. So there we go. There we go. We have this. Question is, how do we automate it? Well, I think we can automate this as simple as when we summon the boss. It also does a multiple amount of things. So let's get a pedestal like this, and then a glowstone maybe. It doesn't have to be crazy. Polished andesite. Now remember, when we do slash set block, and to get the block, this is the block we're looking at. So someone will be spawned inside like this. We don't want that, obviously. So we're gonna set a block here, do slash set block at this one, and then that's where he'll be summoned. And then we can just do this, and if I click it, he'll spawn there. Sun husk. Okay. Now this one. How do we automate this one? Basically, let's just disable it first. We'll get a redstone block. Slash set block. The block above. Wait, what? Ah, the block above one here. What this means is, you get what I mean? Yeah. Even if it doesn't show, it's going on. So now all I have to do is just set this block to redstone. And then when we summon him, we wanna do this. So now, if I actually we can also do more. So for example, slash play sound, pig step, I guess. Pig step. Just one. And actually no, pig step is not my favorite. Other side is cool, like blocks is peak. Okay, now actually no. Slash execute as at all after test run. Remember that. Yeah. I'm just gonna give myself strength so we finish it fast. Fundamentally speaking, that's just how all bosses are going to be, like in a fundamental state. That's just how it is. You make custom attacks, the redstone block, and all that. Now, how do we disable this? Of course. Good question. Pretty difficult. That's why I don't like using redstone repeaters for that reason. But well, there's a method. So now, how do you detect if we killed the boss? There's multiple methods, but I'll teach you the simple one for now. Slash execute unless entity at e tag equals sun husk, then run. Just give it the error, I guess. So now all we have to do is just give this a this and that, and slash give at b diamond. Oh yeah. So we're just gonna do slash title at all title. Boss defeated. Now if I summon him, boss defeated. There we go. Oh, I gotta. Huh? Did I put the death tool table to empty? Oh, that's. Huh? Oh yeah, because he dropped something of his though. That's disabled other ways. Another way. Yeah, see what I mean? This is the way to detect if a boss died. So all you have to do for this is, I guess, set this to air, and then like we set this to air, for example. And then after we set it to air, we're gonna, how many ticks is that? I forgot. Let's copy it honestly at this point. Yeah, this is the way to do automation, I guess, for those don't repeater stuff. Actually, I'm not gonna do it though. Basically, the idea is to set this to air, the redstone block here, and then we'll wait for this to load, and set this back to redstone block, and then disable that one. It's a big old mess, honestly. So we're not gonna do that. I mean, fine, I'll do it, but you know, it's a bit annoying having to do this. This is why I don't recommend it. And then as it sets that to air, it does this. Boom, boom. Oh, put this to this, and then yeah. And then all you have to do is just the block we set to air, just make it a redstone wire. So now, if I actually do show it, he spawns in, I kill him. I actually disable the nice too. There we go. Did he not do? Oh, my bad. I forgot to do impulse. And that reminded me, you can always just do slash stop sound at all. So now if I just, yeah, summon him. Oh wow, we fought him, he died. Boss defeated, this is disabled, this goes through this whole timer, and sets it back. You know what I mean? That's it really. And there we go, we made a boss in 20 minutes. That took a long time. Second method is timers. Of course, you can always add your own attacks. This is just the way that you can do it. Timers are very important, as I've shown previously. So what about making this with a timer? All we have to do is disable this, because we don't need this one. We are instead going to use this. And this death method, we'll still use it, although in a different way. Let's set another one. Right here. So, yeah, I'm gonna teach you really quickly what these. This one means always active. So, this one means should be always active, but we've made it in a way that's temporary. For example, I don't need to do this entire line for one big sword. I can just do, if I hold this sword, then just sub-block to all of these redstone. You know what I mean? And then if you're not holding it, then all of these there. That's what I mean by temporarily always active. And then we have temporarily active. So this one, for the boss, I'm gonna say temporarily active. So what does it do? Timers. So set block this to redstone. And then we'll do this. I'll increase the noise. We can grab this and then make another scoreboard timer. Slash scoreboard objectives. Add, let's say, sun husk underscore t, which means timer. And then die. There we go. Now, slash scoreboard players, add, we can just say hashtag timer and then sun husk, you know. Depends what you want. Like, for example, hashtag timer, hashtag score, hashtag value, hashtag boss, you know. I just like to do notch because it's easy. And then we can just do add one, repeating but not always active, and then slash execute if score notch of sun husk timer matches more than, let's say, 400, then run. Let's copy paste this. Set notch to 0, and then we can put it on the right side to sun husk, and then when we summon the boss, as you can see, it'll start the timer. That's simply that. Now if I kill him, it does the whole stuff and shenanigans. We don't want that, yeah. Just put it back. Okay, disable both of this. I'll just leave it as that for now. I guess we can quickly just do this. And also, we can also reset the score of sun husk timer. So slash set scoreboard player set notch sun husk timer to 0. So when we spawn, he doesn't do anything crazy. I actually want to do it before, because if you do the set block first before the timer, then if he was at a specific point, let's say 400, makes him do a sweeping attack. And then if you summon him, then set block to here before it resets, it will do the sweeping attack if he is at 400. So to avoid that, we'll just do sun husk 0, then the place on, and then the set block. All of this simultaneously works in one tick. However, there's an order within that tick of which goes first. Even though this is all in one tick, this goes in the first, second, third, and fourth within the tick. Now all we have to do is, well, there's multiple methods. I'll just use my preferred method, which is just having a bunch of set blocks. So we'll do 2 attacks for now, and I'll lower it to, I'll keep it at 400. We can always just copy paste this because we already have it. So, and then do this. I don't need, actually I do. Set block this redstone. If he reaches exactly 150, then run this. Actually, instead of saying 150, I'll just say 60, which is 3 seconds. No, Okay, I need to do something. I was honestly about to just say I'm a fat chud, I'm too lazy, and then just leave the video open for like 2 minutes extra, but no. Okay, so this we can just change it to 300 because I just realized that's too much. Actually, 250 maybe. And then we just say if it's 60, then set a block to here. And then we wait, 37. So now if it reaches 160, 37, right? I don't care about the y and all of that. I just care about the x, the 37 and the z. You know. Okay, 37. Yeah. And if it reaches 250, reset. Actually, 200. Now all we have to do is just copy paste this in a way. And now there's multiple methods to deal damage to the player. We have slash damage, instant damage, poison, wither, and obviously just keeping the mob on top of them. Anywho, instead of doing this, we'll do the sweep attack. Oh yeah, we can add indications. You might say, what's an indication? Well, I'm glad you asked, and we're gonna do it with repeating command blocks. Basically, we give them a moment to realize, oh no, the boss is gonna do an attack. So yeah, copy paste. I'm gonna do this with scrape, and I'll just say grindstone 1.25 because it's a loud noise, and then we'll give them slowness to give the player a chance to run away. Well, not just slowness 2, and then after this we'll do the sweep attack. Yeah. So this one actually matters, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do 0 to that one. Sweep attack is affected by speed, by the way. And then for this, we'll do sweep attack 0. I'll do 2 of it because we want it to be a louder noise. I'm gonna clear from them slowness, and then this is what we're gonna do. Slash execute as at E, except the sun husk after test. If entity at E tag equals sun husk is within the distance of, let's say, 3. Of course, you can switch this to A, and then we can just remove this one. I'll just do it to E because I don't know. I just don't know, because maybe we want to fight Iron Golem, for example. And then if they're within, let's say, 3.5, run damage at S. See what I mean? We just do this at all entities except Sunhusk. If the entity Sunhusk within the 3.5, then damage myself. Let's say we want them to do big damage, so 10, and let's say sweet mob attack. By at E tag equals Sunhusk limit 1. Interesting thing about this, if you add this by at E, then it's affected by hard mode. I'll show you the example. Let's summon a husk. And let me heal myself. Slash difficulties, easy. Now if I grab this and just do it at this husk, as at P, because we're just gonna do it on myself, if the entity type equals husk is in this distance, by type equals husk, I'll say sort equals nearest, because there is another husk. Well, he's dead. Anywho, yeah. So now, since the difficulty is easy, I'll just show you. So now if I stand here, half a heart, right? Half a heart. Yeah, we can. A heart, because that's 0.5, 0.5, or like 0.7.5, you know? And then it adds up, kind of. Anywho. Heal myself. And then difficulty, we'll set it to hard this time. Because we added this line by, so difficulty actually matters now. So now, if I remove this, and I make him hit me, you know, a heart and a half. If I set it to easy, a heart and a half. Because now it doesn't care about the difficulty. It will only do 10 damage, you know, no matter the difficulty. But if we add this specific line by, then it's affected by difficulty. I think it's 33% each increase. So from easy to normal is 33%, and then 63 Something like that. I don't remember honestly, but yeah, that's important to remember, by the way. So for this case, we're not gonna do it because that would be too much. Actually, nah, we'll do it. So do 10. Then yeah, this is our boss fight, basically. So we can fight him, or we can make an iron golem fight him. You know. So yeah. There we go. That's our boss, by the way. As you can see, I did change this mid testing because it was too fast, but yeah, I found this comfortable. You see what I mean? And we can also do it against the boss. Against an iron golem. Fight. Yeah, obviously the iron golem is just flinging him into the air. But yeah, he's right with a little bit of HP left. Actually, we can change this to give him knockback resistance. Knockback resistance, we'll just say 925. See, now he doesn't have pushed. Who's gonna win? Oh my god. Yeah, no, this guy floored him. There we go. Now, all we have to do next is the boss bar. Oh, that's because of mob drops. That's not my thing. Also, we can just give them this enchant. Yeah. Instead of this, we can just give them curse instead of vanishing. Vanishing curse? No, slash chat out as vanishing curse. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Vanishing underscore curse. And then enchantment lint override through. No, sorry, false. Let me just make sure I wrote it right. No, I wrote it wrong. We can just change this to this. There we go. And what did I do wrong? Oh, I wrote Minecraft. We don't do that. Because equal doesn't work for some reason. Yeah. So all we have to do now is just copy paste this to every piece. There we go. Now, even if we get ourselves a sword that gives us looting 1 billion, which I don't have, honestly, he will never drop anything. So now, how about we do the boss bar? And this will be the end of the tutorial, because I'm taking too much time. The boss bar tutorial is very easy and very simple to do. Obviously, we first start with slash boss bar. Yeah, slash boss bar, and then add. We'll just call it Sun. Oh yeah, we can do capitalize Sunhusk, and then we don't. I don't think we do. Do we need the name? I don't think so. Oh wait, no, you do. This isn't important, but we'll just do Sunhusk, or if you're too lazy, Sunhusk. Don't do capital. Yeah, we don't care about the name, honestly. We're just gonna do this. So we don't need. We're just gonna click it to summon it, and then above it we'll just do the slash boss bar and then set Sunhusk. As you can see, we have a lot of things, and we'll talk about it. First of all, color. I think color is the best. We have 12 colors. Yeah. Which one would I want though? I don't know. Yellow, I guess. Yellow. Okay. We'll just do yellow. And then we can do max. What's max means? What's the maximum HP of the boss bar? 100, because not relative to the boss's HP. Then the value will just say 100, even though this doesn't really matter. Actually, I don't need this. Yeah. And now we're gonna do, what was it? Style, I think? Yeah. Style basically means how much. Actually, I'll show you what style means. So progress, sorry, 6 basically shows you how many, like, I'll show it instead instead of yapping. But yeah, we'll just say 6 for the moment, and then instead of, I think that's everything we need. Yeah. Oh yeah. Name. Let's just do this. This. The sun husk. Oh no. Then color, we'll say gold. Gold equals 0. Yeah. And then press the button again. Now we're gonna need redstone block. No, sorry, repeat the command blocks, and that's it. Remember how this is temporarily active? Then we'll do the boss bar temporarily active here. I'm gonna copy paste. I'm too lazy to write it. Yeah, where is it? Because I'm too lazy to write the whole thing. I remember it's long, but it's not that long, but it's annoyingly long. Okay, the first command is going to be this. I'll just say notch. I'll just say sun husk. Sun. Basically, what this means is if the boss doesn't exist, sun husk, then just this. If the sun husk entity doesn't exist, just remove it. Actually, I can just copy paste this and put it here. So yeah. And then instead of doing that, we can do this. Why did I used to do this? We don't need this. And then just do sun husk entities within the distance of, let's say, 50. Actually, no, 20. We'll just do 20. 16. There we go. And then, I mean, you can understand the logic, like as entity this, test, run, boss bar set sun husk to all players within this distance of 16. That's one simple enough. The final one would be to match the HP bar, so sun husk and data get value of sun husk the HP. So the boss bar value, we're storing the result of boss bar, this one, sun husk, to the value of the entity, which is the health, and that's it. And for example, I'll just show what Notch does when I summon him. So if I summon him now, as you can see, we have the boss bar. If I go 16 blocks away, it disappears. If I hit him, he takes HP, he takes damage. But the question is, what's Notch? So 6 is this. If we do progress, it removes all the lines. If I do 10, there's more lines. If I do 20, there's even more lines. This is a way to tell the player there's a lot of HP to this boss. If I say Notch 6, this would be accurate because I'm dealing so much damage that it shouldn't be that much. You know? But if it's 20, then it must mean that the boss should have a lot of HP. For example, like this. Just gonna give him resistance 4. That's 5. This is resistance 4. Yeah. And now this should be accurate. See what I mean? This is how you should use it. I mean, even then, I'm doing a lot of damage still. There we go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't need to say more about bosses. I guess you can have your fun like this. Do/summon, all of this, blah blah, particles, cool effects. Next time, I'll explain how projectiles work, temporary stuff, all of that just jazz, you know? And maybe like how to detect if a player, maybe we'll make like a full arena, you know? Like a full arena to fight in. But yeah, this is our boss tutorial. Yeah, I don't know what episode this is, and but I think 5.